bum 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 bum.
Stories of Futures Past, April 2026, Channel Update. Don't panic. Too long didn't read. Cutting back on quantity because of the workload. Building a second home at Substack. Don't panic. The stories will still be free. More info follows below. The URL is storiesoffuturespast.substack.com. When a population is dependent on a machine, they are hostages of the men who tend the machines. Robert A. Heinlein, The Roads Must Roll. Astounding, April 1940. Hello, old friends. First and foremost, I would like to thank each and every one of you, my viewers and or listeners, for your many words of encouragement and your actions to try to alert someone at YouTube. It has helped me not lose faith and to regain some clarity through this turmoil, reminding me why I do this, and thus reach the decision to keep on trucking. Albeit, there will be some changes going forward, outlined below. Why we cannot have nice things. The channel has been demonetized, the appeal summarily denied. It seems the YouTube AI systems identify my videos as low-effort AI slop, and until a human at YouTube gives it a proper look, that is the label I have to live with. But actual humans at YouTube seem to be very few and far between. Now, I do agree wholeheartedly that it is necessary to stem the flood of low-effort AI slop that currently is ruining everything. And God forbid they actually pay human beings to assess a given channel for slophood or not before pulling the plug. The AI knows best. So what if the baby gets thrown out with the bath water? A clean tub is the thing. Mission accomplished. Honestly, this event has been a bit of a rude awakening. I thought I had mentally prepared myself for this, but that was actually just optimistic naivety. The absolute state of how these things work in practice is beyond the pale. Presumably AI determines something is slop. AI arbitrarily pulls the plug. AI denies the appeal using the same cursory determination. All untouched by human hands, it seems. Very dystopian indeed. Draconian, even. Of course I feel the loss of the ad revenue. It was not all that much, but it was not insignificant. However, I will get by fine without it. The money was never a main motivator to make these videos anyway. It was more of a nice bonus that did not impact the viewers. The ads will be shown anyway. What irks me more is that the prospects of the channel have been effectively scuppered. Why would the algorithm promote the videos when it has, in its infinite wisdom, determined them to be slop? Neither will I be able to monetize any other channel I might create, as I am branded a heretic who has violated the terms and conditions, which I firmly believe I have not done, just to make that clear. To do or not to do, that is the question. So for the last couple of weeks, I have found myself in a sort of fugue state. When this happened, it pulled the rug from under my enthusiasm for YouTube. It just went poof. Subsequently, I have not really made many new narration videos or even engaged with the channel much since then. I've been utterly discouraged by the system, I needed to get some distance to it all before I could continue. So I have done other stuff for a while, revisited old hobbies, researched alternatives, processed a couple of books for Gutenberg.org, and whatnot. With some distance also comes some perspective, and the realization that I felt almost a kind of relief at the thought of just stopping and walking away from it all. And then the soul-searching as to why I would feel that way. I enjoy what I do, and I love working with to spread the stories. I realize I've been almost drowning myself in work making all these videos every day, letting it eat all my spare time, and then some, especially since the videos these days tend to be longer on average than before, and all the transcribing I've been doing of late really takes a lot of time. So, for my health and sanity, I have made the decision to cut back a little. Going forward, starting next week, there will be up to 3 stories every week, plus a compilation here on YouTube. Gaining the second sight. In addition, there is one thing this event has made very clear to me. All eggs plus one basket equals bad idea. When the computer says no, it can all be gone in the click of a button. Therefore, I have chosen to weave myself another basket by creating a substack for stories of futures past, where my narrations and sundry will be found in addition to here on YouTube. There will be an undetermined period while I muddle about trying to figure out how things need to be done over there. I started to populate the Substack with the older stories and some entirely new videos, and I think it's ready to go. I invite you all to come over and play. The stories will continue to be free, both here on YouTube and with free subscriptions on Substack as well. Yes, there will be the option to pay a few dollars a month for those who truly wish to support my work. This is not required, but it is very much appreciated. For any paid subscribers, there must be a special reward of sorts. I've given this some thought and landed on the following. The stories I put the most effort into, namely stories I research and transcribe myself, and presumably, therefore, also are not available anywhere else, at least until I eventually submit the ebook to Gutenberg.org, will for the first month be available to the paid subscribers on Substack only. At some point after that, the stories will be set free for all subscribers, and most of them also posted here on YouTube. There will be at least one such story every week, and I expect there often will be more. Substack is different from YouTube in a few ways, such as it does not use an algorithm. This will allow me a measure of freedom in formats, story length, and such. Maybe I will do other kinds of things as well, depending on where my fancy takes me. At the same time, the videos also become podcasts at Substack and also go on Spotify. Links in the descriptions below, of course. That's it really. The channel stays demonetized, but I will continue to make narrations, only no longer every day, but a few times a week instead. I invite everybody to join me at storiesoffuturespast.substack.com. I expect I will be putting some videos up there that will not go on YouTube as well. Subscription will still be free, no pressure to pay for anything. The library of 1,000 stories will be ported over a few videos at a time. This will be a long, drawn-out process. I will only send out notifications on the freshly narrated videos. I do not wish to spam anyone. Anyway, that's about it. Please check the Substack out. Tell all your friends about it. And please give me some feedback. I would love to hear your comments. Time to get back to the stories. Onwards and upwards. Your humble narrator, Tom. P.S. They even made me a nifty QR code graphic that links to my Substack. Whatever will they think of next?